blast. Teenage dreams and neon screens. It was all rad, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's like whatever, together forever. We're never gonna sever. Laughing and sharing our stories clever. We'll take you back. It's like whatever.
Welcome to Like Whatever, a podcast for, by, and about Gen X. I'm Nicole, and this is my BFFF, Heather.
Hello.
So this week I went on a little mini vacay with my mom and sister.
You did?
We all have birthdays in March.
Yes.
So we went to Virginia Beach for a few days, but the coolest part was on the ride down. We stopped at Assateague Island, and we went into the Federal National Park.
Yep.
And we saw a lot of ponies.
Yes.
So it was very, very cool. We were right there midday, so I think it was just perfect, you know.
Perfect pony time.
Perfect pony time.
They're always out. I love Assateague.
Yeah. Yeah, but I saw a couple pregnant mamas on the side of the road eating, and some out in the marsh. And
I don't like it. They creep me out a little bit because if you're up on because we always go to the drive-on part.
Yeah.
And if you're up there on the drive-in part or anywhere on there, they just come onto the beach. I mean, I get it. They live there, but they just come up and they just get a little too close for comfort.
Yeah. And there are signs around there that say 40
bite.
feet, stay 40 feet away. I'm like, I am terrible with distance. I don't know if I'm 40 feet away or not.
They bite, they kick. They are not friendly.
Yeah, but they're also very just chill.
That's because people feed them. You're not supposed to feed them, but people they die all the time from people feeding them. Because you can camp, you know, and they'll get into. I think one died a couple years ago because it got into dog food and it ate like a whole bag of dog food, and you know how slow you have to go through there, right? People hit them. Somebody hit like last year. At least one a year gets hit by a car and dies. I know. So the Maryland
should
side,
be jail time.
I know. The Maryland side, they are free. They don't mess with them unless they absolutely have to. I think they give them birth control, but other than that, they don't. Whatever happens with them happens with them. Like they let them go. The Virginia side, however, they are owned. I don't know if owned is the right word. And the Chincoteague Fire Department takes care of them.
Oh, okay.
So they are separated from the Maryland side. There's a fence that runs along, and actually the Virginia ones are kept pretty.
So there's like
corralled.
West Side ponies, East Side ponies.
Yes, and or North and South.
I knew whichever one I picked, it was going to be wrong.
The South side are the well kept ones.
I am directionally challenged
because they auction them off to benefit the fire department. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, but there were two on the side of the road, and cars pulled over, and they were just eating, and then with everyone standing around looking at them, taking pictures, one just laid down and went to sleep. I was like, all right, dude.
It's cool because somebody had, photographers, of course, are always over there. And last year for the White Marlin Open, somebody got I don't know how long you have to sit there and wait for this, but got the most perfect shot. So it's Assateague, and then in the background is, the Ocean City Inlet where the White Marlin Open comes out of, and you can see the Ferris wheel and stuff. And then there's ponies on the beach, and you can see all the boats coming in at the same time. It was a pretty cool photo.
That sounds very amazing.
Yeah,
I've been to the White Marlin Open too. That's very fun.
When I was a kid, man, we used to go down, and when they would bring the fish in every year. You can watch the live cam. I sit and watch that.
Yeah.
Because I still have people that fish it. I still know people. And then the one year, the people that won came in Indian River.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was cool.
That is cool.
They came into when I was working at Hammerheads, they came in and they bought the band. And so we had to hear the same band play over and over and over. And over. Because they won 12 minutes. It's a lot. They win a lot.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan comes every year.
Yep. I did go see his boat when I was down there.
We've gone down to see his boat. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a pretty cool boat.
It is.
I didn't do anything this week. I've had a shitty week, so
yeah,
I didn't do anything.
Yeah. But Today's April Fool's Day.
Today is I hate April Fool's Day. I'm not a prankster. I don't like pranks.
Same here.
I don't like any of the prank shows. I get very upset about them.
I do too.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything funny about.
I don't either.
Yeah.
It's no shenanigans over here. We are shenanigan free.
We are.
Shenanigan free zone. So this week, I got inspired by the Free Nights and Weekends podcast from their last week, which was on staying home sick. And I was struggling to think of a topic because that's how bad my week has been. And I was like, oh, you know what I want to fuck around and find out about? The Price is Right.
Yes.
So, for over half a century, The Price is Right has held a cherished place in the annals of television history. Known for its infectious energy, colorful set, and enthusiastic contestants, the game show has become a cultural touchstone in American entertainment. The Price is Right first aired on November 26, 1956, created by game show pioneers Bob Stewart, Mark Goodson, and Bill Todman. The initial version, hosted by Bill Cullen, had a simpler format compared to the vibrant version known today. Contestants bid on items in an auction-style format, attempting to guess the price of everyday goods without exceeding it. The original run introduced the show's core premise, celebrating consumer goods and the thrill of winning through knowledge of prices. The show quickly gained popularity, but its initial run came to an end in 1965. However, this was not the end. Instead, it set the stage for its groundbreaking revival in the early 70s. In 1972, The Price is Right was resurrected by CBS with a revamped format hosted by Bob Barker. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. This marked the beginning of what many consider the golden era of the show. I mean, I guess because it lasted 118 years.
Yeah.
Barker brought charisma, warmth, and a subtle wit that resonated with audiences, becoming synonymous with the program for decades. The revamped version introduced the iconic set design, complete with vibrant colors, flashing lights, and a boisterous audience. It also added new pricing games that became fan favorites, including Plinko, Cliffhanger, and Punch-a-Bunch. Contestants were selected directly from the audience, leading to the now famous catchphrase, "Come on down." What was your favorite?
I think Plinko. I don't know why. It was just always so exciting when it came on.
I like the cliffhanger.
I do
like
like
the little
Cliffhanger.
thing.
Yes, yes.
When he yodeled his way
I like the golf one too.
I didn't like the golf one.
Yeah.
Fucking bird. So this version of the show emphasized accessibility and relatability. Contestants were everyday people, and the prizes often reflected products that viewers could aspire to own, such as cars, appliances, and vacation packages. The show served as both entertainment and an aspirational glimpse into consumer culture. Yes.
True that.
Because it was always stuff that you'd want.
Oh, you know which one I like too?
What?
Was I don't know if it was the Punch-a-Bunch. That doesn't sound right. But the one where you'd punch out the...
I know. I didn't know what Punch-a-Bunch was either. But it must be that one. Where they had like the dollar signs on it and you had to punch through them.
Yeah. And the highest one was 10,000.
Yeah. I like that one too. But you know what that one always reminded me of? Did you ever watch Flash Gordon?
No.
There's this part in Flash Gordon, for those of you that remember Flash Gordon, where he had to stick his hand in this thing that had goop in it.
Ew.
I know, and I don't know why, but it always reminds me of that part. It's weird, I know. The structure of Price is Right revolves around a series of pricing games, culminating in the Showcase Showdown. Each episode typically begins with 4 contestants bidding on a prize in Contestants Row. The winner advances to play one of the many unique pricing games, each designed to challenge their knowledge of product values, which I don't know if I put it in here, but they said it is based on California. Like they didn't do research around the world. They are all actual prices of things in California.
Right.
The Showcase Showdown, a highlight of each episode, features contestants spinning the iconic big wheel. The contestants closest to $1 without exceeding it advances to the showcase, where 2 finalists bid on extravagant prize packages. This blend of chance, strategy, and excitement keeps viewers engaged and participants on the edge of their seats.
That's very true.
Yes.
The wheel is very exciting.
It is exciting, and you couldn't wait to get to the show to the end.
Yes,
so you could bid.
Yes,
you could you had to add up the whole time.
Right,
like, that car's probably
right, and then they bid, and you're like, you're so off,
and you always pass the first one. The second one was always better than the first one.
Yes,
that's why they let the top one pick because the second one's better.
Yep.
So if you ever get there, just pass on that. Contrary to popular belief, contestants' names are not chosen at random. In actuality, they interview people to determine the 9 contestants from a pool of approximately 165 audience members, reduced from 325 when the show moved to Haven Studios in 2023. The show's staff alerts potential contestants in person on the show's website and on the tickets themselves to dress in street clothes and not to wear costumes such as those that they wear on Let's Make a Deal.
Right.
Instead, contestants will often wear shirts with hand-decorated slogans. I always like those too. And it's like, hey, Bob.
Yeah. And it's funny, like you saying all this right now, because I've always figured that's what it was. Like they go through the line as people come in and they find out the ones with energy and all that stuff. And I've always said I would never get on because I would never act a fool.
No, I would never jump up and down.
No.
I would never be on The Price is Right.
No.
Clothing with logos of the Seattle Sounders is restricted, as host Drew Carey is a minority partner in the team. And in accordance with the RTL Group standards and practices, the show must post disclaimers regarding his ownership stake if a contestant is wearing such logo merchandise.
Oh.
Members of the armed forces often attend in uniform, which is mandatory on military-themed special episodes such as Independence Day.
Mm-hmm.
For the first 51 seasons, 72 to 23, except for the 2002 30th anniversary special, which was taped at Harrah's Rio in Las Vegas, Nevada. Mm-hmm. I want to go back to Vegas so bad. The Price is Right was taped in Studio 33 at Television Studio in the Fairfax district of Los Angeles. The studio, which is also used for other television productions, was renamed the Bob Barker Studio in the host's honor on the ceremonial 5,000th episode, taped in March of 98.
That is nuts.
The program is usually produced in about an hour, although if there is a guest involved, some taping will last longer because of question and answer sessions by the audience and the guest, which the host usually moderates. Typically, the show tapes 2 episodes per day, midday and late afternoon tapings, with Monday through Wednesday. The program is taped in advance of its air date. So if the show broadcasts on February 28th, it was taped on January 16th.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's pretty far in advance. After resuming tapings in October of 2020 following a pandemic-related delay. I don't know if you remember that pandemic thing that happened. Starting in season 49, they did tape behind closed doors with pandemic restrictions with a late start and accelerated taping. 3 episodes were taped each day, normally with 3 taping days per week, Sunday through Tuesday, with a morning, midday, and afternoon session. That had to... I feel bad for him because that has to be hard on Drew Carey.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the only one there for all of them. That's a long day probably for him.
Yes.
Of being nice to people.
Yes.
Can't even imagine the horror. As with many other shows that start production in the summer, the lead time varies during the season, as many as 15 weeks to as little as 1 day. The audience is entertained by the announcer before taping begins, and in case of guests, the guests will appear to answer questions. And after the taping session, there is a drawing for a door prize.
Aw, cute.
I know. On some episodes, all members of the audience receive a prize from a sponsor or celebrity guest. Those prizes are usually mentioned in the showcase, such as a complimentary slice of Papa John's pizza on an NHL Winter Classic game puck, a couple's gift box from Hershey's, or a book authorized by a guest. Television and internet viewers have... Who watches it on the fucking internet?
I don't know.
I don't know. Wait till later I get to...
Okay.
I'm like, who, I don't know who you are, but you're weird. Television and internet viewers have also been directed to the show's official website to enter a drawing for a similar prize offered to all viewers or another prize related to that special offer. Well, I mean, I guess that's why you watch it on the internet, because then you can win whatever they get.
Huh.
I don't know. Now I have to check it out. I'm not. Some episodes are taped out of order so that a specific episode will air after other episodes have aired. Notably, the Christmas week episodes are usually taped in early December, outside of the regular rotation. An episode may be taped out of order if a prize package or episode theme reflects an event that is taking place close to that date the episode will air. Primarily with CBS properties such as the NFL and NCAA March Madness. Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Other episodes may be aired out of order because of game-related incidents or situations beyond the network's control. I don't know what those are. The wheel comes after you. Most instances of episodes airing out of order occur when the show is taped far in advance or when a natural disaster has occurred. And an episode, the last Barker Studio episode, was broadcast 1 year after it was taped, 2 months into the subsequent season because of numerous disasters. I don't know, numerous, this seems like a lot going on there. On March 8th, I don't know if you know what that day is.
That's my birthday.
That is your birthday. On March 8th, 2023, it was announced that The Price is Right would relocate from Television City after season 51 due to the $1.25 billion refurbishment and expansion of the facility by its new owner, Hackman Capital. The program moved to Haven Studios, a new facility in the Atwater Village neighborhood of Los Angeles. Taping commenced in late July 2023 from the new studio. Bob Barker died at age 99 on August 26, 2023, which I did not realize was only 2 years ago.
I know.
I was like, really? He's only been gone that long?
I guess because he left The Price is Right so long ago.
Yeah, I guess.
It's kind of out of sight, out of mind.
Poor Bob. Bob Barker died at the age of 99 on August 26, 2023, almost 3 months before the last episode ever to be filmed in his namesake studio had aired. On the next scheduled taping on August 28, 2023, segments for a tribute to Barker that aired on August 31st were filmed at Haven Studios on the new set, marking the first time portions of the new studio were seen on broadcast.
I think I did watch that episode. I don't watch The Price is Right anymore because I'm at work.
Right.
But I don't know if it was a sick day or what, but
I didn't watch that
episode.
I did watch the last episode. I watched the episode of Jeopardy after he died.
Yes.
But I don't think I watched
But I watch Jeopardy every night, so.
I do, but I don't. I want to say that I do, but I don't.
My husband and I compete, so I'm way smarter than him.
Well.
Obvi.
Duh. On January 8th, 2025, it was announced that The Price is Right would suspend production due to the wildfires in the Southern California region, where Haven Studios, the filming spot for the show, is located. Production resumed on January 13th, so they didn't stop for very long.
Right.
This is actually really interesting. The show has attracted attention from economists who analyze different elements as a natural experiment on strategic decision-making. Several papers focus on the one-bid game. Jonathan Birkin and others show that a rational bidder should cut off an existing bid by bidding $1 above it. I am sorry.
Infuriating.
It is extremely infuriating.
No, I don't care. You're an asshole if you do that.
I hate that.
Yes.
Yes.
At least do $100 over. Like, give them some kind of chance.
I hate that dollar.
Especially when you're the last bidder, too.
Yes.
So that person placed their bid, and all they got to get through is you. And your stupid ass bid $1 over me.
I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
Pavel Antonov and his co-author authors showed that fourth bidders are more likely to cut off opposite gender opponents than members of their own gender. Which, like, how you are, I think maybe you should probably find something better to do with your time.
Right.
Than to get that into
Yeah.
Price is Right bidding.
Right.
I feel like there's probably more important subjects
Probably.
that we could work on other than who bids what on the Price is Right. But I could be wrong. I don't know.
It's like when they come out with these things and they're like, statistics show or survey says or whatever, dogs really do love their owners.
I know.
Like, no shit, Sherlock.
Duh. Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess you got to get paid.
You could have given me half of whatever you paid for that
And I
study,
could've told
and I
you
could have
that.
just told you it just from being a dog owner.
Right? And cats don't like you. So, you know.
Right, exactly.
Studies, more studies of the showcase.
Studies, that's it.
Yeah.
Not surveys.
Yeah. Studies of the Showcase Showdown test the game's theoretical notion of subgame perfect equilibrium. In game theoretic terms, the Showcase Showdown is a sequential game of perfect information for which the equilibrium can be found through backward induction. I don't know.
That sounded really impressive.
I know, right? I don't even know what that... Several papers have solved the optimal strategy for particular spin outcomes. Oh, that's how. Because they're telling you that the best way to do it.
Okay.
I mean, there's probably like... But so, these papers... I feel like that they're not getting into the studio to see. Wouldn't you have to know how fast the wheel spins and like
how much it weighs?
Like there
what
seems like there's some
speed?
science there that they're just overlooking.
Yes.
Raphael Tenorio and Timothy N. Carson studied a set of episodes from 94 and 95 and found evidence that players underspin compared to the equilibrium prediction. Probably because they didn't know what the equilibrium prediction was. Recently, a team of economists analyzed 40 years of data and found the same pattern of underspinning, but only for the contestant who spins first. They found these mistakes are well explained by limited foresight. A sizable fraction of contestants appear to consider the next stage of the game. In line with learning, the researchers found the quality of contestants' choice improves over time. I would probably the first person underspins because when they never have touched the fucking wheel before.
Exactly.
So again, so you're watching the first person go.
Yeah, the people watching, you get something from watching.
I mean, yes,
what they've done.
Have watched thousands. I don't know about thousands, but I have watched many an episode of The Price is Right.
Oh, yeah, definitely thousands.
But I still don't think that if I walked up there, I would be able to get an accurate perception of the wheel without like being there.
Yeah, plus that first spinner, it's always set on the dollar.
Yes.
So I think they're trying to like spin it just right
to bring it back around.
Right. So that probably has a lot to do with it too.
And then do they release these studies that tell you, like, where can one find this information to find out how fast or how hard? That's what I'm saying. Like, there has to be math involved, but I can't imagine that the people from The Price is Right let them in.
Right.
To find out these mathematical.
Right. They're probably just using statistics, and I hate statistics.
Me too. Numbers suck. I don't know. It just I still don't get why we're studying it, but I guess people have jobs, so
yeah,
that's all that matters. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised Doge hasn't gotten to them yet.
Not yet.
They're coming for you. Price is Right studiers. The cultural impacts. The Price is Right is more than just a game show. It's a cultural phenomenon that reflects societal values and trends. Its emphasis on consumer goods mirrors the evolution of American consumerism. Over the decades, the show has showcased everything from vacuum cleaners to cutting-edge technology, providing a window into the changing aspirations and lifestyles of its audience. Mm-hmm. So in the 50s and 60s, The original version mirrored the post-war economic boom, showcasing products that symbolize prosperity and modern living, such as state-of-the-art refrigerators or sleek automobiles.
Ooh.
1970s through the 90s. During this period, the prizes expanded to include luxury vacations, cutting-edge electronics like VCRs,
Ooh.
and early computers, eco-friendly products as environmental awareness grew. The prizes often serve as aspirational symbols, bridging the gap between everyday viewers and the lifestyles that they dream of, which is totally true because when they pull out, when they bring out like the wave runners and you're like, what are these people going to do with that live in like in the middle of Kentucky?
Exactly.
I mean, I could use a wave runner.
Right.
I wouldn't, but I could.
Exactly. Yeah. I've thought that with many a prizes on there. Or how are you going to pay the car insurance on that $60,000 car you just won?
We'll get to that in a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the modern times, the show now includes hybrid and electric vehicles, streaming devices, and smart home technology, reflecting shifting priorities towards sustainability and technological integration. The emphasis on products makes The Price is Right not only a reflection of consumer culture, but also a subtle commentary on it. The show both celebrates materialism and occasionally pokes fun at it through its over-the-top enthusiasm for everyday items. And that is true, too, because they're like, look at this new refrigerator. Although, I have to say, I mean, if you're going to be like, we have this refrigerator, or you can take this, I don't know, wave runner, I'm going to choose the fridge.
Yeah.
Because I need a fridge.
Yeah.
And you know what I don't need? A wave runner.
Yeah. Exactly. And even if you have a fridge, it's probably a nicer fridge than you have.
Exactly. You can always upgrade your fridge.
Exactly.
And like the furniture, sometimes the furniture too, you're like, huh,
Yeah. Exactly.
I wouldn't mind having a new sofa.
Yeah. For sure.
I don't need a new car.
No.
I just got one, so I don't need another one. The Price is Right has achieved the rare feat of appealing to viewers across multiple generations. The cultural longevity is rooted in its simplicity and relatability. Family traditions. Many viewers recall watching the show with their grandparents or parents during childhood. It became a staple of daytime TV, providing a sense of comfort and continuity in a rapidly changing world. When did it air? Do you remember what time it aired? I know, well, you probably had the same channels as me, so it aired at 11 o'clock.
Yeah. 11. And it's still 11.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because it comes right on before the noon news.
Yep.
But I wonder if it's like that everywhere.
And then the noon news is on right before The Young and the Restless.
The Young and the Restless. Yes. Speaking of The Young, I watched Soap Operas like Guiding Light.
Yeah.
No, I didn't watch Guiding Light. You made me watch Guiding Light.
Yes.
I watched General Hospital because my mom watched General Hospital.
Yeah, I was A Young and Restless, Guiding Light, Bold and the Beautiful.
So when I met Nicole and we were in college and we were skipping all the time,
Flunking out.
she would come over and we would watch the soaps all day. And then I got addicted. I didn't get addicted to it, but then I started, because you got to watch. Now you're invested.
Right. Even though you could not watch it for 2 years and turn it back on and it's still the exact same storyline.
Yes. So then I would have to watch it and then I got stuck. And then Christine watched The Guiding Light. She liked The Guiding Light.
Yes, I remember that.
So then I had to watch that. And then I got invested and I had to start recording them. Soap operas.
I always planned the kids' naps around my soaps when they were little. I do not watch them anymore.
I don't think
by the way.
Hardly any of them are still on anymore.
Well, I know Young and the Restless is.
Is it still the same? It's like Victor and Victoria still
yes.
there? Oh my
Nick.
sakes.
Yep. All of them.
Crazy. We had I can't think of his name right now, but he was on one of the soaps. Hold on. It's David Canary.
Okay.
So David Canary was also on Bonanza, and he played Adam Chandler in the soap opera All My Children, and he also played the twin. I didn't watch All My Children, so I don't know his twin.
No, I didn't watch that one either.
But he used to come in to the restaurant all the time.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
They had a house here, or something, I don't know, but he would come in all the time. Let me tell you, how people freak the fuck out. I mean, women would lose their damn mind. Because if we got celebrities in there, especially the ones that came in all the time.
Right.
Him and Pat Buchanan came in all the time. We'd get them to sign, they'd bring a headshot in one day and sign it.
Right.
So his was up. And of course, everybody in there was like, oh, is he more like this twin or that twin? I'm like, I don't know. Because I never watched the show a day in my damn life. So I don't, he seems like a nice guy. Does that help? But I mean, they would be like, oh, how often does he eat here? I'd be like, all the time. You should come back every day. Stalk the poor man. I don't know. They got crazy over there.
That's hilarious.
They're soap operas. For Gen Xers, millennials, and Gen Z, college students, watching The Price is Right between classes has become a rite of passage, with its campy enthusiasm and accessibility offering a perfect midday escape. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like we said.
It really is just like literally everyone watches The Price is Right.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah. I do not know anybody that's been like, I've never watched The Price is Right ever.
Exactly.
It's on. Literally, there's nothing else on.
Right.
Probably.
Right.
Which helps.
Yes.
I mean, there might be, I don't know if there's other stuff. But,
yeah.
I mean, you have to watch because you're playing along at home. You're like, I don't even know how much this shit costs. But
Yep.
I'm pretty sure Rice-A-Roni costs 79 cents.
I was going to say $2.59.
Well, you are adjusting for inflation. I did not. Pop culture relevance. The show adapts to new generations by incorporating modern themes and prizes, yet it maintains its nostalgic charm, making it a unifying experience for audiences young and old. Its enduring appeal lies in its ability to balance tradition with evolution. While the set may have undergone updates, the basic premise remains unchanged, anchoring viewers in a sense of... I haven't watched it, and I don't even know how long to know.
No, I usually if I'm home on a weekday, I watch Dan Patrick on Peacock, and then he goes off at 11:55, and then I turn on the news,
Right.
And it's usually the end of The Price is Right.
Right.
So I see a few minutes.
So you see the showcase showdown.
Sometimes as he's reading who won. Yeah. It's just kind of hard to watch for me because I just feel so bad for Drew Carey. He's been through some crap.
Really?
With his fiance being murdered.
I didn't know that. I don't keep up with Drew Carey, I guess.
Yep.
I did not know that. That's weird.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to look into that.
It just happened maybe 4 years ago.
I don't know why, but I always mix him up with Patton Oswalt. I don't know. I prefer...
Yes.
No offense to Drew Carey, but I prefer Patton Oswalt. And I just watched his wife's...
The documentary. Ooh, that's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
Yes.
Especially because the podcast I listen to, My Favorite Murder, Karen is one of their friends, is very good friends with Patton Oswalt.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Paul Holes. If you don't know true crime, you don't know Paul Holes, but he is he was just as obsessed as her on the Golden State Killer. So
yes,
and then they got him it was right after she died.
I know,
it wasn't that long.
Yep,
so sad.
I know.
Anyway, it's not Patton Oswalt; it's Drew Carey, and I did not know that about him.
Yeah.
Unlike other shows that often cater to specific demographics, The Price is Right has always been a space of inclusivity. Contestants hail from diverse backgrounds as its welcoming atmosphere reflects the melting pot of American society. You can definitely say they have all kinds. They don't. It's not like just a bunch of white people on there.
No.
It has always been very diverse.
Very.
Everyday heroes. The contestants are not celebrities or influencers. They're everyday people ranging from teachers to truck drivers, students, and retirees. This inclusivity resonates deeply with audiences as viewers see themselves represented on screen. And that might be exactly what the appeal is.
Yeah.
I mean, Jeopardy, it's all fucking smart people. So you're like,
exactly.
I wanted to try out for Jeopardy, but I didn't. And now I don't know anything because I've forgotten it all.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I watch it every night and I'm still amazed. I'm like, I didn't even know what that question was asking for, let alone what the answer is. And these people are just spouting it off.
I mean, I guess the wheel is kind of like every day, but I feel like The Price is Right is like the salt of the earth people.
Yes. Very relatable.
Yes.
Like you're rooting for them.
You are.
They're just average Joes.
Except for that person that does $1 over.
Yes.
And then you want to fuck them.
Yeah. I want them to lose everything.
Lose it all.
I want them to leave there with less than what they had when they got there.
I want everything stripped off of you. Bitch. So over the years, the show has embraced contestants of different ethnicities, ages, genders, and abilities. It serves as a reminder that excitement and joy transcends boundaries, which, I mean, in the 70s, probably, you know, is different.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I don't think it was a really
widely
good time.
accepted.
No. Just not a lot of... Yeah. Themed episodes such as those honoring veterans or showcasing college students further highlight the show's commitment to inclusivity and community. I always like the college ones.
Yes.
Because they were always like, I feel like they got them all drunk before they went on there.
Absolutely.
It was nothing but...
A million %.
Yes, those were definitely my favorite.
Hello, Like Whatever Pod listeners. My name is Scott, and I write comedy. And like the ladies of the podcast you're listening to, I got to grow up in the roaring 80s, but in the middle of the country. My podcast, Free Nights and Weekends, covers it all, but from a different perspective. So when you're not listening to Like Whatever and planning family trips around their personal appearances, give us a listen. You can find us at Free Nights and Weekends Podcast on Facebook, X, and at fnawpodcast.com. Shut up, I know.
Now back to what you came here for.
From a few game shows have woven themselves into the fabric of pulp culture as seamlessly as The Price is Right. Its influence extends far beyond its studio shaping environment, humor, and even marketing. Lines like come on down, and a new car have become part of the cultural lexicon. These phrases evoke instant recognition even for those who have never watched the show. I dare you.
No such thing.
I dare you to find one person who has never watched The Price is Right.
Correct.
I don't think you could. I don't know. Maybe there's people in the studies did. That's what they should fucking study.
Yeah. The weirdos who don't watch Prices Right.
And you knew it was coming. The new car one was always my favorite because you're like, this is going to be the one.
Yes.
And you know those contestants, the next one would go up and they would be like, it's got to be me. I'm going to win the new car. I know.
Yeah.
From The Simpsons to Family Guy, SNL, and Happy Gilmore, and countless memes, the show has been parodied many times. These nods highlight its status as a cultural touchstone beyond the screen. The Price is Right has left its mark on pop culture. Of course, my favorite. I fucking love Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore.
I knew you were going to say that.
I don't care. So I feel like I like Adam Sandler for number one. I know that some people don't, but I like his, because it's not just that he's stupid, silly. Happy Gilmore is my favorite of the Adam Sandler movies, but directly behind it is Reign Over Me is a second. So it's Reign. If you've never watched Reign Over Me,
I've never heard of it.
It's a serious movie. Like it's a drama. And he does a phenomenal job. He also does a really good job in the one where he's a jewel dealer that was on Netflix or something. I don't remember what it was called, but he really does do a nice job with both comedy and...
There's a Will Ferrell movie like that where he's serious. It's called Stranger Than Fiction. Oh. It's excellent. And he's very, very good in it. And it's very serious.
Well, they say, who was it? Robert De Niro that said it's harder to do comedy than it is to do.
Yeah. Yep.
Good for Adam Sandler. But anyway, the Adam Sandler. Back to what I was saying.
Yes.
The Happy Gilmore.
Yes.
I had to watch that part again because that's just my fucking favorite. Price is wrong, bitch. And I say that all the time.
You do.
I know. Companies that supply products for the show often experience a boost in visibility. Being featured on The Price is Right is a subtle endorsement that connects brands with audiences in a positive, celebratory context, which is totally true. Like, I mean, if you get on that, you're like, because everybody thinks it's happy, you know.
Yeah.
If you want to, if you're in the market for a wave runner, it's the right show for you.
Yep.
Beyond its consumer-focused gameplay, the show offers a unique lens on broader societal changes. The prizes often symbolize the ideals of the American dream, financial stability, comfort, and leisure. However, the show also reveals how this dream has evolved as contestants now compete for experiences like exotic vacations as much as tangible goods. Changes in product pricing over the years subtly mirror inflation and economic trends. A car that cost $5,000 in the 70s might be valued at $30,000 today, offering a reflection of economic shifts. The inclusion of sustainable products like hybrids reflects growing environmental awareness. Similarly, technology prizes like smart home devices reveal the integration of innovation into daily life. Mm-hmm. I remember I always liked the trips too.
Yes.
Because I would be like, I want to go to Bali.
Yeah.
And sit in a bathtub.
Sometimes they were really lame trips, though.
One time it was like DC, and I would be like, that would fucking suck. That would be the one I would win.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to fucking go to DC.
Yeah, and you probably have to fly to California to go to DC.
Yes, you do. No thanks. I mean, well, but then if you pay for your flight and do vacation in California, and then they fly you back to DC.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There you go. Don't fly into Reagan though right now.
No,
it is not good.
Yeah, nobody knows their ass from a hole in the ground over there.
Did you see they had another one over there?
Yes,
that's crazy. Mm-hmm. Don't fly out of Reagan. I don't plan on flying anywhere in the real near future.
No, speaking of flying, I live very close to Dover Air Force Base.
I think that was Air Force One I saw.
Air Force One was flying over our house. Yeah. You said they were doing training exercises?
I think they're doing training because it's been, I could see it the whole way up here. Mm-hmm. And then Jay said he had seen it. He took a picture of it earlier. And I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Air Force One. So it's probably it's not Air Force One until somebody gets on it. In an era of rapidly evolving entertainment options, The Price is Right serves as a nostalgic anchor. Its colorful set, upbeat music, and celebratory atmosphere harken back to a simpler time in television. For many, it is a comforting presence that remains untouched by the cynicism of modern media. The nostalgic appeal is part of its charm. It provides viewers with a moment of pure joy and escape, uniting people through shared excitement and positivity. The Price is Right is far more than a game show. It's a cultural institution that has reflected and shaped societal trends for decades. So, Bob Barker's legacy. I was going to go into Bob Barker, but then I was like, I feel like he deserves his own.
Yeah.
Like, maybe we'll do, like, game show hosts and, like, do him and Pat Sajak and
Alex Trebek.
I don't know why I can't remember Alex Trebek's name today. I don't know.
My brain is so Pavlovian when it comes to, because when Jeopardy comes on, this is Jeopardy, and then they're like, and now your host
Alex Trebek.
Every time, that's what my brain says.
Yeah, he's not on there anymore.
Even as the TV saying Ken Jennings, and I have grown to love Ken Jennings. At first, I didn't like him.
I don't mind him.
I like him very much. I think he's doing a very good job
because it's switched. I feel like it's not on at the right time. It's
on at 7 here, but some places it's on at 7:30.
I think that's what it is, because when I was a kid, it was on at 7:30.
Right, same here.
And because I live 2 blocks away from where I grew up as a kid, I feel like it should still be 7:30.
Gotcha.
Even though it's been 40 years.
Yeah.
So they should fix that.
Yeah.
Because the wheel was always on at 7.
Correct.
At 7, yeah.
Yes.
Bob Barker's tenure as host, which lasted from 1972 to 2007, is one of the longest in television history. Barker's charm and advocacy for animal rights endearing him to viewers. His signature sign-off reminding audiences to help control the pet population, have your pets spayed or neuter, highlighted his commitment to social causes. His legacy extends beyond his hosting duties. He guided the show through decades of change, ensuring it remained relevant and engaging. His retirement marked the end of an era, but also paved the way for a new chapter in the show's history. Drew Carey.
Mm-hmm.
In 2007, comedian Drew Carey took over as host of The Price is Right. While some fans were initially skeptical, I was one,
Mm-hmm.
Carey brought his own style to the show, blending humor with warmth. He upheld the show's traditions while introducing subtle updates to appeal to modern audiences. Under Carey's stewardship, the show embraced new technologies and the inclusion of eco-friendly cars and cutting-edge gadgets, reflecting the change. Carey's ability to maintain the show's timeless charm while adapting to contemporary trends has ensured its continued success. I feel like that's probably true. Like, I feel like I love Bob Barker, but, you know, as an old man, is he really able to relate to, like, the Amazon Alexa?
Yeah, that is true. And Drew Carey has done a great job of, like, I didn't think I would like him at first. It's just, I don't know. He just looks sad to me. And I know that for a while he was doing the have your pet spayed or neutered thing. And I can't remember if he still does that, but he also signs off talking about mental health to make sure to ask for help if you need it. Stuff like
good.
that. Yeah.
That's good that he has his, like, I feel like, I get it, the have your pet spayed and neutered kind of is like an institution in that, but I feel like when he came in, he needed to make it his own.
Yes, and he did. Yeah. And mental health is a big thing for him. So
that's good.
Yeah.
Me too. I love my mental health.
Yeah, me too.
My mental is not very healthy right now. Over the years, The Price is Right has evolved to remain relevant. Special editions such as celebrity episodes and primetime specials have introduced new dimensions to the show. Themed episodes like holiday specials and College Week add variety and attract diverse audiences. The show has also expanded globally, with international versions airing in countries like the United Kingdom, Canada, and Australia, all of which we have people listening. So exciting. So you all get your own.
Yay.
These adaptations demonstrate the universal appeal of the show's format and its ability to resonate across cultures. Now, I wonder, is it ours or do they have their own?
I was wondering the same thing when you said that.
I
know, like, Wheel of Fortunes are different in other countries.
I know. Well, but I don't know. I could see that because there's different languages. But the United Kingdom, Canada, and Australia, they all speak English.
Correct. I don't know.
We'll have to Google that.
I would think Canada would be the same because there are a lot of Canadian contestants on The Price is Right. So
if you're from any of those countries, could you just let us know what your Price is Right is like? I would be interested in that.
Yes.
I mean, I get it. Like in France, they would be speaking French, or Germany or whatever.
Right.
But I don't know. So some fun facts. Of course, I know, we
love fun facts.
You know I love my fun facts. The Price is Right has given away over $350 million in cash and prizes.
Wow.
Including more than 9,200 cars, and has aired over 9,000 episodes, making it the longest running game show in the United States. Bob Barker's tenure. Bob Barker was the series' longest running host from its debut until his retirement in 2007. The location, these are not fun facts. Come on down. Over 75,000 contestants have been told to come on down.
Wow.
I know.
Jeez.
That's a lot.
A lot.
The first pricing game ever played was Any Number, which debuted on the show's premiere on September 4th, 1972. You must be 18. Although they do have to be on The Price is Right, but they do have family ones. I never have seen the family. Those must all be the ones that are on like primetime. I have never watched.
I've never watched. Yeah, primetime Price is Right just doesn't feel right.
No, it's just wrong.
Yeah, you shouldn't be watching Price is Right when it's dark outside.
unless there's a volcano erupting.
Exactly.
So the final 3 pricing games played on Bob Barker's final show were the first 3 games played on his first show, but in reverse order.
Oh, really?
Yep.
What were they?
I don't know. I didn't Google that part. Oh, some of them, this is funny. Over the years, Price is Right has gotten a little creative with this prize, the prize it offers contestants. It makes sense the show would want to switch things up and keep players on their toes. It can't always be a brand new car, after all, but some prizes have left contestants and viewers scratching their heads. For example, one contestant went home with a living, breathing peacock.
What? When did that happen?
It didn't say. It just said a
Damn.
peacock. Other weird prizes have included a submarine, a Ferris wheel, and a whole island. Whole island.
Those have to be the prime time.
I guess.
I do know that those are like super humongous prizes on those shows.
One man received a real suit of armor and a visit to its home country, Scotland. Plus a horse and a dining room set.
A horse?
A horse.
Oh.
Yep.
I was going to say, we were talking about a wave runner, but geez.
A horse.
Horse?
And a dining room set. Says that goes well together. Imagine the excitement of being a winning contestant on The Price is Right. The first thing you want to do is drive off in your new car or head to the pier to put your boat or wave runner in the water. Well, you don't actually get to do that. Unfortunately, you have to wait some time to receive your winnings. For one thing, if winners got their prizes immediately, it wouldn't be much of a secret what they won. The results of each episode are kept under wraps until the show airs. So that means waiting for your trip to Europe until after your episode is on TV, which could be several months.
You need a little time to save up for that anyway.
Yes. I did have in here too. But I don't know if I'll talk about it if I didn't put it in here because this is a fun fact.
Okay.
Vanna White, the tile flipping hostess of Wheel of Fortune, seems to have been in the game show world since 1982, but she actually popped up on The Price is Right 2 years earlier. In 1980, Vanna White wasn't running the show. She was on the other side of things as a contestant.
Oh.
But she did not win anything. Bob Barker has even teased that she spent most of her time looking at herself on the monitor. Even if she didn't win a prize, she certainly won a glimpse into her future career path. Mm-hmm. If you're a fan of Breaking Bad, you would know that Jesse Pinkman was on The Price is Right.
I think I did know that one.
He appeared on the show back in 1999 before making it big. He can be seen wearing glasses and his Aaron name tag. He didn't win anything significant in his episode, but he did profess his love for Bob Barker. "You're the man," he shouted, telling Barker that he was his idol.
Aw.
Who could have imagined the average Joe would one day become one of the most popular characters on TV?
Yeah.
Not all game show hosts reach the pinnacle of fame and admiration reached by Bob Barker. Fans absolutely adored the host, and even people who didn't watch the show knew exactly who he was. Again, show me someone who has never watched the
Yes.
Plenty of contestants took the chance to steal a kiss from Barker on screen. CBS believes the number of kisses Barker received on the show adds up to around 22,000. Barker handled it with grace, which was part of why everyone loved him so much.
He did. But one thing I was really glad they finally got rid of were when the ladies used to stick their hand in his pocket to get the $100 out. That's a little skeevy.
Yeah, that's a little much.
But they did stop doing it.
For a Price is Right promo commercial, producers decided to rig a game to ensure that they could show it winning. The game was Plinko. You drop the chips. If you don't know what Plinko is, like,
Yeah, for real.
fuck off. The rigging was meant to be temporary to simply demonstrate the game in action with the winner. After the promo was complete, the producers forgot to switch the rigged Plinko game for the regular game. The next time taping rolled around for Plinko, they realized their mistake when a contestant hit the $10,000 slot 3 times in a row.
Oh my gosh.
And because the mistake wasn't the contestant's fault, producers handed over the money.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? I don't know that I've ever seen anybody win Plinko. Like,
Yeah, you might get 10,000 once.
yeah,
Maybe.
it usually goes to the zero.
Yes.
Because I'm pretty sure it's probably rigged.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're carnival games.
They are
Of course they're rigged.
But I didn't put it in here. I don't know why I didn't, but I did. So a lot of the contestants can't afford
The taxes.
the taxes, and they can't afford the insurance, and because you do have to pay. You have to pay California taxes on all this shit too.
Oh.
Yeah, which I'm sure is way higher. Sales tax or no, it was just income tax.
Do you have to pay to have the stuff shipped to you? Or
Well, no, because you get it in this, and this is what's not right. I didn't think. Although I'm not sure, like what California as opposed to Delaware's income tax issue is, but
right.
I mean, I guess. So if you win like money in Vegas, would you have to pay Nevada's taxes and Delaware taxes, or?
I've never won in Vegas.
Me
I
either,
don't
but
know.
I'm just wondering. I don't know. Anyway, they said it was California taxes. So, no, you get the equivalent of what I believe everybody gets the money. I don't think you have to buy the car.
I always heard that. I didn't know if that was true.
Either that or you get the car from your local dealer.
Okay.
So you would go to like IG Burton or whatever to get
Okay.
your brand new Mercedes or whatever. But a lot of people have to turn it down because they can't afford it. I
Right.
thought I put that in there because there was one I read that the guy turned it down because he was in the middle of a divorce and didn't want to have to.
Share it.
Yeah. He didn't want to have to give up half of it to his wife.
I guess he didn't think that through. Maybe he should have waited to go on the Price is Right till after
Right?
the divorce.
You sign that paper first, then go on. But I thought I put that in there, but I guess I didn't because I thought that was hilarious. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people have turned it down because they just. I mean, if you're going to win the money, okay, because then you just got to. But although it said some people just don't want to give up that much money, but like, what are you doing? Like, you walked in with nothing. Even if you have to give up half of what you won,
Right.
that's more than you
Exactly.
walked in the door with.
Yeah.
But that's why we're gamblers.
Yeah.
When
True.
we just think that that's breaking even when when you don't lose. You're winning if you don't lose.
Yay.
So pretty much that's the extent of it.
That was very interesting.
I thought
Lots
so.
of inside scoop on the Price is Right.
Yeah. I'm annoyed with myself because I know I put it in here, but I think I deleted it because I was moving shit around. Mm-hmm. And then I think I deleted some. Mm-hmm. But I'm also, the whole island thing, like, I would imagine it's like a Bahamian island. Because Johnny Depp owns an island in the Bahamas.
Because there's like 3 million of them.
Right. And that had to have been like in the 70s when that shit was like
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Because I feel certain you can't buy an island now for less than like $40 billion.
At least.
I'm going to get one.
Okay.
I didn't win Powerball this week, though. I know.
Did anybody win?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I know. Me and the guy at the Quickie Mart. Mm-hmm. I had one before, and I thought it was only $12, but I won $14.
Ooh.
I know, it was a surprise. And I slid it to the guy, and he's just looking at me, and I was like, do I want Powerball or Mega Millions? Mm-hmm. And I was like, I mean, I guess Powerball. And he was like, yeah, Mega Millions just won last week. So I was like,
jeez.
I know. I was like, damn, that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the Price is Right.
Awesome.
If you want to go on the Price is Right, you got to sign up
Mm-hmm.
and be excited in line.
Boo.
I feel like I know somebody that was in line for the price, or maybe it was like on a TV show.
I want to say, like, when my husband lived in Arizona, he knew somebody that got on there.
And they had that traveling one
Yes.
that was like came to the Wycomico Civic Center.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
I think they've been in like Atlantic City or something.
Yeah.
too.
I feel like they too had one like that had residency in Vegas.
Yeah.
That's weird too. No, they did. They did have one that was like a residency in Vegas. And I think I've been on cruises where they've played it too. I've never played it though. I'm scared. That's why I could never be on Jeopardy because
We're too introverted for.
oh my God, no. I tried. One time I was so excited. I was at the food show and they have these stupid games you could play. And I was so excited because they had a money booth. Mm-hmm. And I was so excited. And I drove my sister to the brink of insanity. 'Cause I was like, we have to get me in the money booth. We have to get me in the money booth. And it was the worst experience of my life. Because unless you go in with a plan,
Oh.
because it just, first of all, You go in and you get very overwhelmed with the amount of air flying at you. So it's very like, if you have sensory issues, I would avoid the money booth at all costs. But then it's like money's just flying at you. It was not good. And you're in there for like a minute is like, I don't know, really long time when everybody is standing there staring at you in a glass box while you're trying to catch money.
Yes.
But that's how I am. I like to be like, this is what I want to do. And then I get into it and I'm like, I hate every second of this.
Did you get any money?
I think it was like $5. It wasn't. And you could see like the $100 bills go by your face and you're like, and then it's you got to have a strategy. You got to watch other people in there to find out where the wind is coming. See, it's the same thing. Like, because I have a strategy when it comes to claw machines.
Oh,
yeah.
I've never mastered those.
Oh, I am fucking amazing at claw machines. You have to put your first money in and know you're just going to lose it.
Okay.
Because you have to test the claw strength, how it closes, because some of them like close onto themselves. And then some don't even close all the way.
Yeah, right.
So you have to just throw that first one away.
Yes.
And then you got to get it from all angles. Yeah, and look, and then you have to really be on. Yeah, I win shit in all those things all the time.
Very cool.
I don't think I've ever walked away from home without the $2 toy. But it's because they used to put cigarettes in the claw machines down the street from me in the arcade. And I was not old enough to buy them. Yeah.
Yep. The good old days.
Remember when they could just put cigarettes in a fucking claw machine in the middle of an arcade?
So 5-year-olds could buy them.
Right? And it would be like Marlboros and Camels.
Oh, the good ones.
Yes. It wasn't no cheap ass.
Oh.
It would be nice cigarettes. And
Nice.
yeah. So I got really good at getting them.
Gotcha.
So if you ever need anything out of a claw machine, you probably don't though. Yeah. So that was it.
Nice.
That was mine.
I loved it. Thank you.
Yes.
That was fun.
Now I want to watch The Price is Right.
Yeah, I kind of do too.
Yeah. I want to see the new set.
Yeah, I need to pay attention because, like I said, I just catch the last 5 minutes. But maybe I'll have to turn it on sooner. I work from home on Mondays. Maybe I'll check it out on Monday.
I'm not home during the week, so.
Yeah. You could tape it on the VCR.
I don't think I have a VCR. And I don't have DVR anymore, I don't think. Because I don't have regular cable. It's just over the air.
Yeah, the app. I have the app.
What, over the air app?
Xfinity app.
Oh. Can you get free channels with that?
I pay for it.
Oh, I don't pay for it. I just pay for internet.
Oh.
And then I have an antenna that's a real pain in the ass.
An antenna, like on top of the...
It's in my closet that points out that way towards Salisbury.
Wow.
But you gotta it's a pain in the ass. But it's the only way I can watch football.
Oh.
Because you get way more channels than you did when we were kids. But you get CBS, Fox, NBC, PBS.
Is it snowy?
If you don't move it around, yes.
Oh, really?
But
I didn't even know that was still a thing.
Yeah, but it comes in. Oh yeah, you can get, and they're like $25 at Walmart.
Oh, that's so crazy.
Yeah, you just have to have it in the right spot. And this is an indoor antenna. Like, I think it would be better if I got up into the attic with it. But I'm not doing all that. So, because it's literally just football season that I watch those.
Yeah.
But you know what else it has too? Is that the antenna, or it might be the TV? I think it's the antenna. It has all these channels that are like just the Addams Family, or just Bonanza, or it's literally just one show all the time.
That's hilarious.
The Archie Bunker. I was watching Archie Bunker. It's just all of the episodes, and then it just runs them back through again.
Huh. That's weird. When I was in Brazil in September, all the channels in the hotel room were in Portuguese, except one was in English, and it was that show you said you were watching.
Which one, Archie Bunker or
No,
the Addams Family?
no, the one you said before we started. It's the one with the science nerds. I've never watched it.
The Big Bang.
Yes, Big Bang Theory.
Yes.
It was the only thing that ran on that channel, and it was the only thing that was in English. So that's the only time I've seen it.
I love that show. I don't care.
It's just never one I got into. That's all.
I'm rewatching
I don't
it now.
dislike it.
I'm rewatching it now. I'm waiting for. Have you ever watched Resident Alien?
Mm-mm.
Oh my god, it's fucking hilarious.
That was an answer on Jeopardy last night.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Man,
It
that
was
show was hilarious.
Oxymorons
Oh,
that were
yeah.
titles.
So it is.
Yeah.
So we're oxymorons.
We're just morons.
If you would like to yell at us for being oxymorons, you
Yes.
can on all the socials at like whatever pod.
Mm-hmm.
We're on the YouTube.
Yes.
I think Nicole was going to put that up on the Facebook page.
I think she was. Maybe
She
she
said
did.
that.
I spend a lot of time on the socials. I,
know,
can't
she
remember
does a really
anymore.
good job on the socials.
Thank you.
We're on the Tickety Talk, though I haven't been playing with that much. I don't know if you heard our promo that we did, our little
Yeah.
trailer that we nailed in one take.
So badass.
It is. So yeah, check that out. It's on there. And you can email us and tell us why you like the Price is Right or don't.
Yeah.
Email us at likewhateverpod@gmail.com or don't, like whatever.
Whatever. Bye.